Okay, my kids have just moved into a new house, and kitchen at the moment is in a bit of a mess, and it's got to be sorted out. And it's one of those situations that most people will face at some point in their lifetime, whether it's their own kitchen, their own house, whether it's, you know, social housing, council housing, whatever you want to call it. We spend so much time in kitchens, you know, preparing meals and washing clothes and etc, and a lot of time is spent doing this. And is it working to people's best advantage and best abilities and to their absolute best? Because I'm not sure that it is. I think the way that we're living in our houses is wrong. It could be done a lot better. For example, I don't think that spirituality is taken into account when designing kitchens or anything like that. And I'm not saying that's across the board, but if we're looking at standard fittings and fixtures like this, there's no accountability in that respect. For example, there's not much zen in these. You shouldn't have too many corners in the kitchen. You shouldn't have too many doors, because doors left open, someone's going to bang their head on it. You know, the energy doesn't flow. So if there's not enough zen in the kitchen, then it won't be a harmonious kitchen. And also, people find that food goes off quickly. Okay, food's not what it used to be, but if the energy is good in the kitchen, then the food will stay fresher for longer. That's a known fact. I think you can try that with a lemon. Apparently, if the lemon goes bad after a couple of days, then it means that there's bad energy in the kitchen. So what the plan is to do with this kitchen is to completely rip it all out and not have these cupboards with sharp handles, etc. It's literally just to have reclaimed stuff, furniture, you know, that has a purpose, that's not all the same, that doesn't feel that you've got to be cleaning it every 5 minutes. And even things like this, you know, because this kind of stuff is still available, where you're buying these doors where they're covered in vinyl, where it just peels off. It adds to people's stress levels. And if you're buying something that is, you know, already made, it's made out of wood, it's not going to do that kind of stuff. So we're going to completely redo this kitchen. Don't know when it's going to happen, but we are going to take the 4 elements into account, which is earth, air, fire, water. We're also going to take Zen into account, and we are going to take the spirit, obviously spirituality and the personalities of the people that live in the house into account, and also their lifestyle, things that they like to eat. And in this case, in this family, we're vegan. But if you're looking at these windows, think, why do they look like that? It's because the windows are blown. So again, it's another thing that you have to sort out, and they're just things that everyday stress that people just don't need. So extractor hoods, not sure, you know, we've got windows, do we really need extractor hoods? It's all added expense. Yeah, they look great, but really, grand scheme of things, is the oven in the right place? It's all to do with positioning and layout, etc. So watch this space in a little while. I don't think it'll be next week, but we'll come back at some point and let you know how we're all getting on. And also remember this, a house finds you and not the other way around. Happy Easter.